This video is by Straight Goods News, SGNews.ca.
There's a lot of subtext in this omnibus legislation. If you're changing land use rights and the rights of First Nations, then do it in legislation that can be dealt with and you can have consultations. There's not been consultations on these changes. This is supposed to be a budget bill, and yet they're ramming everything but the kitchen sink, and so people are frustrated.
Sorry if this was asked before, but do you regret the physical scuffle that happened in the foyer? I mean, you let these people in, and I understand that it was over. You wanted them, their concerns heard by the minister, but a physical scuffle in this.
Well, you know, I wouldn't really make a mountain out of a molehill. I remember playing opening for the dead Kennedys, so I can tell you I've seen physical scuffles that have been This was an example of people wanting to be heard. A negotiated plan had been put in place to have a smaller group come in, so that we didn't have. I mean, there were 400 people who might have wanted to come in, but a group of about 7 leaders came in. One of them was a little frustrated and said, "Well, let's keep going," but nothing happened. And again, security on the Hill. I cannot say enough about the security on the Hill. The RCMP and the House Security, who actually do a lot to negotiate, who do a lot to diffuse, and I think people left feeling, okay, we were heard, and so I wouldn't make anything more out of that.
Mr. Angus, just one last thing. So you mentioned the frustration, and speaking afterwards with it was Chief Wallace Fox, who'd been at the Assembly of First Nations earlier today, had led this here, and he mentioned that this is kind of the beginning, that they're sick of just waiting around and talking about change. They're going to try more action. So this was, you could argue, this was a move toward action. Do you think that we're going to be seeing more of this aggressive style of protest?
I think you go down to the Assembly of First Nations this year, you go down last year, you see leaders who are coming and saying, my communities are frustrated, they want action, they want a better deal for this country.